Imagine a city covered in smoke, lights flickering through the haze, and a single man sitting in silence as the world he built begins to collapse. How did it all lead to this? How does an ordinary dream turn into something that changes history forever? This isn't just the story of a man. It's the story of how ambition, failure, and belief can twist into something unstoppable. Once, he was just a boy with a pencil and paper, drawing pictures of buildings, chasing the dream of becoming an artist. But when the world told him no, he didn't give up. He changed what he wanted instead. And that change didn't just alter his life. It reshaped the future of millions. What if rejection could light a fire powerful enough to move nations? What if one voice, one idea, could capture the hopes and fears of an entire people? And what if that power became too big to control? This story will take you from the quiet streets of Austria to the roaring crowds of a changing world. Through passion, struggle, and the rise of influence that would shake the course of history. It's not just about the past. It's about what happens when humanity forgets its balance between pride and compassion. So, before we begin, ask yourself this. Can one person truly change the world? And if they can, what happens when the world follows the wrong one? Let's go back to where it all began. Berlin, 1945. The city is burning. Smoke curls through broken windows, and the sound of explosions never stops. Deep underground, in a concrete bunker, a man sits alone at a wooden table. His hands tremble as he holds a shaking cup of tea. The walls above him are collapsing. His empire is falling apart, and he knows it's over. That man is Adolf Hitler. But this isn't where his story begins. To understand how the most feared man in modern history ended up trapped beneath the ruins of his own dream, we have to go back to a quiet town on the edge of Austria, half a century earlier.
Good day to you, Thomas.
And to you, Master Brewer.
Adolf Hitler was born in 1889 in Braunau am Inn, a small border town that felt ordinary in every way. His father, Alois, was strict and distant. His mother, Clara, soft and gentle. The boy loved to draw. He wanted to be an artist, not a soldier, not a politician, just someone who could paint the world as he saw it. But fate, or maybe pride, had other plans. When Hitler was a teenager, he moved to Vienna, dreaming of art school and big city life. He carried a small portfolio filled with sketches of buildings and landscapes. But when he applied to the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts, the answer came back: rejected. Not once, but twice. His dream shattered like glass. And when a dream breaks, something else has to fill the space it leaves behind. Hitler drifted. He sold paintings on street corners, slept in shelters, and watched the world around him fall into chaos.
We will not be silenced.
Vienna at the time was buzzing with angry voices, politicians shouting, newspapers spreading fear, and ideas about race and blame that poisoned the air. Somewhere in those dark streets, a seed was planted in Hitler's mind. The idea that his suffering wasn't his fault, that someone else was to blame. Then came the Great War. 1914. For the first time, Hitler felt purpose. He joined the German army, serving as a messenger on the front lines. It was dirty, dangerous work. But he loved the order, the discipline, the feeling of belonging. In the trenches, among the mud and blood, he found a family. When Germany finally lost, Hitler didn't just see a military defeat. He saw a betrayal. After the war ended, Germany was broken. Food was scarce, money was worthless, and hope was hard to find.
We want justice! Get out!
People searched for someone to blame.
Challenge lies not in the acquisition of knowledge.
And that's when Hitler started to speak.
We know about ourselves.
He joined a small political group, the German Workers' Party, and with every speech he discovered his new art form. He painted with emotion instead of color, anger instead of beauty. Crowds began to grow. They came not because he was powerful, but because he understood their pain. They had lost jobs, pride, and purpose.
We stand together at the dawn of a new era.
Hitler promised to give them all of it back.
An era defined not by the struggles of the past.
He told them he could make Germany strong again, if only they followed him.
We stand now at a crossroads. The future we build will require sacrifice.
He was still just a failed artist then. But the crowd didn't see that. They saw a savior.
This movement belongs to the people.
And that's where his rise began. One speech, one promise, one lie at a time. By the early 1930s, the world was watching. And in a few short years, the man who once begged for coins on Vienna streets would stand before cheering crowds of millions.
This is an ongoing crisis.
But what exactly did he promise them?
the future remains uncertain.
And how did the rest of the world let it happen? The answer lies in what came next.